So people that have listened to my podcast before might realise that I tend to open with some sort of atmosphere, some sort of music, some sort of sound. I thought I'd open with almost silence. I'm a bit croaky, as per usual. I'm a bit tired. It's actually New Year's Eve, but I wanted to broadcast this. Well, I always make that mistake. I wanted to record this New Year's Eve. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I was going to be out for the duration of the evening, and that's kind of the reason I'm not. Is probably part of the reason for recording this. I wanted to do something about loneliness and other aspects. But what I was going to talk about essentially was, well, it's now sort of not long gone 11:30. I decided to leave the place I was in. I had a couple of drinks there alone. Yeah, alone. I do those things. And it was getting too rowdy there. It wasn't a club or anything. It's just a local sort of tapas bar, music place, drinks place. But I maybe it's my, as I've mentioned before, my sort of tendency to get a bit weird, wired, or just wound up with the sound. Maybe it's my sinuses. I don't know. Which I'm going to get fixed in the next few months. It's almost a given now. That's going to get sorted, which would be fantastic. I hope. Anyway, what I was going to say was, I wanted to record something because it's New Year's Eve. It's 2017, within 30 minutes from now, when I'm recording this. And I just wanted to talk about a few things that... Oh, there you go. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was a firework. And followed by a car siren, which is quite amusing, but that happens. I really wanted to talk about sort of loneliness. I've talked about loneliness before with people that live in this country that don't come from this country. That's bad enough, but there's also loneliness where, I like to think I've got many friends, but sometimes you don't feel the need to kind of contact everybody and to get out and meet them. And, if you do, it's going to lead to a crazy kind of night, a crazy amount of money spent. And also, I guess my situation might be slightly different to others, where the sinus issues kind of makes me more anxious, so I could be enjoying myself but not really enjoying myself. And you can have alcohol to numb the pain, but that's not really always the answer, as I would know if I woke up the next day and felt exactly that. Fair enough, it's New Year's Day. Why shouldn't I feel bad, hungover, or whatever? But it's that funny time of year. I come back. I've been away from the UK since September. Come back, spent 5 days with family. Come back to London. It's not how I thought it was going to be in many ways. I knew it was going to be cold. Of course, everywhere's cold in England right now. But it's just kind of a session of long days, waiting for, I guess, normality to kick in. At the same time, I'd probably missed chances to go and see films I could have seen, or films I wanted to see again, Korean films. The Wailing was one. I kind of narrowly missed out on that. I've seen it, but I wanted to see it again. Train to Busan, I could have seen that again. Or even one more, which escapes me the title right now, the Japanese film that's out, that's going to come back to me later. But so it's kind of it's a weird time. But I really wanted to. I've probably said it numerous times now. I really wanted to. What's happened to this? It's bizarre. Yeah, it's okay. So I spent a day basically, thinking how I'm going to actually spend tonight and be on New Year's Eve, and I did do some productive stuff. I had a great catch up with someone I know, again from locally, but had a really good catch up with him, tried to transfer some files just to help him out. And also I was going to talk about lost files, because that can lead to loneliness, regret, and all this kind of stuff as well. I've lost some stuff due to devices not working. I've lost stuff. I've lost, memories. And when I say memories, I mean real memories, and also memories that were held places. But really, I guess the reason I mentioned loneliness, lost files, long days, and looking forward, I'm trying to make that connection of the letters. A certain letter, this being L, and we all get lonely at different times. We'll get lonely at Christmas, even if we're surrounded by family. But now I'm kind of waiting for the next. You could even use this next word, which is life. The next life, as in 2017 life. What's it going to bring me? But yeah, I just wanted to sort of record this because it's New Year's Eve. I was actually going to, as I said, I wasn't even certain I was going to sort of leave the place I was at this time. It's before midnight, but so why leave a place before midnight? Well, it wasn't like I was with friends. It wasn't like it was going to be yeah, this is fantastic. It was more like watching everyone else, and it was all getting to me a bit. Even after 11 o'clock, I was thinking, I don't need to be here. I was also hungry, and I thought, let's leave this place. I had an idea of where I was going to go to eat, but I couldn't do that. So, it's although it's been a sort of a limbo day, another L there. That's all these words coming to me now, but it's been a limbo period between Christmas and New Year, but also a limbo day in many ways yet again this week, where I've been kind of in limbo from the morning or afternoon, whatever, until the evening. And I did get a few things done. I started to crack on with the sort of finishing the complete interview with Neon Bunny, the Korean artist that I sort of arranged a gig for this year in London, and who remain good friends with. So I've started to complete. I know that sounds a bit of a contradiction, but I put a teaser of the trailer out there a few months ago before I went away, but I haven't had a chance to put the whole interview together. So I did that, and also I uploaded an interview I did a couple of years ago, but I actually uploaded the interview segment. In other words, it was a conference I was commissioned to film. I filmed it, stayed there for the Q&A, and then I interviewed the women, mostly Japanese, sort of activists for comfort women. But I finally sort of uploaded a version today to YouTube. It will be on Vimeo eventually as well, of the interview itself. In other words, not just the whole sort of hour and a half conference with an interview, it's just the interview alone. So if you're not interested in watching all that sort of what can be, all conferences and panel talks they can drag on a bit, and if you're not into them, it can be a bit boring. But the interview itself is me conducting the interview with these 4 lovely ladies. So it's not been a completely wasted day. I've also been onto Instagram, tried to sort of get the word out that I'm doing these podcasts, because it's a difficult task. Even if you are having any kind of business that has a connection with Facebook or Twitter, but basically any business these days that you need to be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, perhaps Tumblr, perhaps YouTube, perhaps Pinterest, and all these different things. I'm not saying it's an essential thing, but it can do wonders, as I'm sure you'd know. But yeah, so I guess I've drifted a bit, but this was mainly about loneliness, lost files, long days. What else? Limbo, that was just accidentally, and other L words. But I really wanted to say that, I hope everyone does have a good start to the new year, 2017, which is literally now looks like 17 minutes from this particular time. So it will be a new year in 17 minutes time. But I'm going to sort of get some food. I'm going to chill out, maybe watch some TV. I didn't really want to, and I'm going to sort of I'm gonna receive. Well, I can't think of the word now, but I was gonna say stoop to the level of watching TV. That's a bit condescending on other people who might do that. I just mean I'm just gonna relax, have some food, maybe just relax, just chill out, and then tomorrow, a new day, a new start. I might be going to see a film. I might go and see the new Martin Scorsese film, Silence, or something else. And that's it. I will say over and out, and I will say goodbye. I hope this year's not been that bad. Season's greetings, festive greetings, Happy New Year, and all the best to everybody out there. Okay, see you later. Bye.